The autopsy report helps explain what we've seen on surveillance video obtained by CNN. You can see the moment of impact. A light pole, and then a tree fall. The Porsche hit so hard it snapped the concrete and rebar pole like a matchstick. About 60 seconds later, a full minute, the first signs of black smoke when the Porsche bursts into flames. The autopsy shows the driver, Roger Rodas, died of multiple traumatic injuries. Actor Paul Walker, the passenger, died of traumatic and thermal injuries, suggesting he was alive in the moments before the Porsche was engulfed by fire.
Hopefully it was quick and, they didn't really have to feel anything.
He said, if I die from speed, don't cry, because I was smiling, and that's what he loved.
Walker lived as he died inside the supercars featured in his movie franchise The Fast and the Furious. Walker was shooting the 7th installment of the movie series. Universal Pictures announced it is shutting down production as they assess all options available to move forward with the franchise. Investigators say speed was a factor in the car crash, but continue to search for other contributing causes. The 2005 Carrera GT is a rare supercar. Only about 1,300 were made. Amateur driver Michael Weinreb is one of those owners. He took me on a ride down a canyon in the car, noting as a sports car driver, there is simply no vehicle in America that matches the thrill, and nothing potentially more deadly.
In some respects, are you afraid of this car?
Yeah, you really have to be with this car with all the power it has. You have to be reserved and restrain yourself. I mean, it's like kind of taming a wild animal, and so if you were taming a wild animal, you'd be afraid of it. So you have to be afraid of it to really be safe in the car.
Kyung, does the autopsy difference between the two victims, Paul Walker and the driver, Roger Rodas, does that mean they died in different ways?
Not necessarily, and here's why. We got a little clarification from the LA County coroner. The autopsies were done by two separate doctors. It may just be semantics, that the doctor who performed Rodas's autopsy simply chose to bulk it all together as multiple trauma, and within that assumed that thermal trauma could be part of it. The other doctor was a little more specific. We may know when the full autopsy, the specifics, come out in weeks. And Jake, we should know about the toxicology report in about 6 to 8 weeks.
Kyung, it looks like, I'm looking behind you there, it looks like there's still a very strong fan presence there at the site. How long will that memorial be allowed to remain there?
Yeah, it's really extraordinary. And if you think that this happened on Saturday and you look, there's been a steady stream of people. I'm standing in a lane of traffic that's actually remained open. And the memorial that you see here, the candles, the flowers, they've continued to grow, to be replaced. Fans have continued to come. Santa Clarita, the city that we're standing in, has committed to this, saying that they want this to be here, that he wasn't just a movie star, but also a local boy. As far as an official funeral, the family hasn't been very specific. No date has been set yet. We do understand, Jake, that one of the co-stars, Tyrese Gibson, is in close contact with Paul Walker's family to help plan this. This is going to be something for the community as well as for Hollywood.